Thanks for joining us. You're watching the 2025 World Cup doubles from September 14th to 15th in Budapest, Hungary. This match is from the A pool round robin, and it's featuring Brandyn Osborne and Chet Boehlke Jr. from the USA, and Christopher Robinson and Josepn Tegeltija from the United Kingdom. I am Andy Norton, and I hail from the Minneapolis Crokinole Club. Happy to be commentating a few games here. And it looks like Brandyn Osborne will be leading off for the U.S. team. Chris goes all the way through there, and Chris Boehlke capitalizes, putting them up by 2 20s. Josepn brings that back down to just a 120 lead for the U.S. Brandyn came up short, but then Chris unfortunately knocked Brandon's disc in and scored an own goal there. Really unfortunate start here for Chris, but I'm sure he'll get back in the game here soon. But Chet is lining up for, I think he just wants to take out and roll away. They're up by 2. And Josepn gets a good roll for a defensive play here. I think he's hoping Brandyn can get a miss here. He got the disc and stayed on the board. So Chris here, they're discussing strategy. Chris deciding whether he wants to peel or whether he wants to try and carve it in. And he just goes for the peel. Chet goes long, but that's a tough shot for Chris. Chris hoping for a rebound, possibly. Rolls away instead. I'll be curious to see where Brandyn places his disc here. So he rolls it just slightly inside the center here. Chris peels, but I don't think it was intentional. And Chet comes up short. So Josepn really needed to get a 20 there and could not. Brandyn just looking for the touch there. I think he was happy to not get the takeout, because up 2 20s, they can just play to the outside here. Chris peels, probably the right thing to do, but it is a long road to climb here. Chet with a great roll. Oh, nice try from Josepn. Josepn almost getting that must-get 20. And looks like the game should be pretty much over at this point. Despite a beautiful push 20 from Chris, the odds are just against them. Josepn would need to clear everything and score 20 for the tie, and he could not do it. So his first 2 points go to Brandyn and Chet for the USA. Brutal instant replay for Chris there, followed up with a really wonderful replay for him. Chris leading off now and seems to have found his groove. Scores his opening shot. Chet does not, but he's got tough placement, and unfortunately Josepn loses his disc, which he absolutely did not want to do. Brandyn cannot capitalize though, so Chris should be able to hit and roll. Oh, wow. Looks like he was going for the 20 there and did not quite get it. Chet just wants to touch it in, I think, here. Yeah. Ties it up, and happy to just play it out like this. Oh, wonderful try from Josepn. Brandyn probably also similarly trying to potentially push his disc in. He just doesn't want the... Yeah, Chet pointing out that the blue disc could bounce back on him.
Whatever you want to do.
He's just, I think, just cautioning him. Not saying you shouldn't do it, just be aware of what could happen. Oh, good try from Brandyn, but yeah, just needed to not score his opponent's disc first and foremost. Now, can Chris get a replay of that push 20 here? I think he's going for it. He just chips the red disc out. Chet. Oh, yeah. Chet gets the takeout 20. That was a wonderful shot from Chet Boehlke. So now up a 20 with the hammer. They've got work to do, Josepn and Chris. Brandyn looks like he might be trying to bump the blue disc into the red disc for another 20. Yeah, and he gets it. Great shooting. So a very long road to climb here. Chris looking for oh shoot. I think he was hoping to catch that peg after the takeout. Bounce back for a 20. Instead he hit his own disc. And this is just about out of reach for Josepn and Chris. Brandyn just needs to not mess this up. It's a tough angle. That peg behind the blue disc is what he's worried about. And he gets it. Great takeout. 2 red discs just awkwardly sitting in between those side pegs for Chris. Hoping for, I think he's looking for just a double takeout for now if he can. And he almost got it. Wow, that red disc looked like it was off the board for a second, but the ruling is if it hovers back into play, then it stays in play, I believe. And yeah, these last few shots don't look like they'll present an opportunity for Chris and Josepn. Brandyn just playing it safe, making sure he gets the takeout and doesn't give a strong opportunity for Chris to score anything. Chris debating whether just to give Chet a difficult shot through the middle. Instead he goes for the simple takeout and can't get a 20 out of it. Chet doing some practice there, trying to get a 20. Gives up a 20 to Josepn, but it's too little too late. And the last shot is inconsequential. Yeah, that was a great shot from Chet Boehlke. Another great shot from Chet Boehlke. And they're up now 4-0. Chet leading off. Takes a weird bounce out of the hole. There should be an opportunity for Josepn there, and he has an excellent drop back 20. Yeah, Brandyn scores, but that's not too troubling for Chris and Josepn because they're happy to play to the outside at this point since they have hammer advantage. Chris just trying to decide where does he want his disc to be. And he's thinking he can get the takeout and roll behind the pegs for Chet. He's not totally pleased with his hit, but it looks like it should work out fine for him. Josepn now, awkward placement in front of a peg. Not certain that Brandyn can get the touch into the 20 off of that. But I think he's going for it. Oh, wow. That was amazing. Bounced off of at least 2 pegs there, maybe 3. Chris scores, though, and makes it kind of hardly consequential. Error there from Josepn, though. Loses his shooter. He absolutely did not need to. Gives Brandyn the chance to go ahead. Chris ties it back up though. Chet puts themselves ahead again. Josepn ties it back up. Some great momentum here. Brandyn out ahead again. And it's Chris's turn to miss here with not too many discs remaining. Chet can, Chet gets the touch but not the takeout. So if Josepn can get this takeout and leave both his discs on the board, they've still got a chance to overcome the 120 advantage with the hammer advantage. But unfortunately, he does not get the takeout and leaves what looks like a great backboard for Brandyn, who gets it. Takeout 20, and things look dire for Chris and Josepn. Brutal. Chris going for the angle 20 here. Does not get it. Chet really just needs to get a single takeout, but I think he's going for a double. Just gets the one, but stays on the board. Oh my gosh. Beautiful shot from Josepn. Unfortunately, Chris just has to take this disc out and sit to the outside, and there's truly no way that Chris can come back from that if Brandyn can get this takeout stick. Oh my gosh. Not where he wanted to roll. Wants to give Chris a glimmer of hope. Chris can get the bounce back, take out 20. He can tie this up and get their first points of the match. Debating the geometry. I think Josepn has the right idea there. It's all about the execution. Can't quite get it. Great match though. 6 and 5 on the 20 count. Great shot from Joe. Really, really good shooting from Joe and Chris. Oh wow. Was that 3 pegs? Even in slow motion I couldn't quite see. It might have been 3 pegs for Brandyn's score there. That was a clutch shot from Brandyn as well. Alright, last round here, and Josepn flies through the middle, but Brandyn leaves a nice backboard for Chris. Chris can't sink it. They need to score since they're against the hammer. Someone always has the advantage. Begins with whoever has the hammer, the last disc of the game. So the pressure always changes hands. Someone needs to be pushing for 20. And right now it's Chris and Josepn who are against the hammer. 2 enemy discs on the board. I think Chris was hoping for more movement on his disc there. Chet happy to stick there. And Josepn playing hoping that Brandyn will catch a peg here instead of going for a possible 20. He must not have seen a good angle on a 20 there off that disc in the inside, and looks like it paid out for him with Brandyn missing. But Chris still needs to create something or set something up here. He gets to take out, but it's still not really a 20 opportunity. So Chet can really just roll behind pegs if he wants to. He goes for the 20 though. Bold move, and Josepn cannot pay out on the back chop he was given. And Brandyn scores. So now Brandyn and Chet are up at 20 with the hammer, and Chris's disc is on the outside, which they don't want out there, but unfortunately it is still alive. So Chris here needs the open 20. Absolutely needs to score here, and he does not. He felt like he had it. Chet happy to play to the outside, up a 20 with the hammer. Josepn, not quite sure what he was going for there. I think he might have thought he could have caught that far peg and swung into the middle, but I'm not quite certain. Brandyn seals this with the takeout 20, and Chris cannot get the open 20. He's about to shake off this match, shake the dust from his feet here. Josepn thinking, how is there any way I could both hit this disc and score 20? It decides that's not possible. Brandyn just goes for the simple takeout, and this game is in the books. Thanks for watching. Some really great play from both teams, and just some fun times. Thanks for watching Crokinole, and continue to join us for our continued coverage.
Great shoot, guys. Good shooting. We still staying with them?
Beautiful shot from Brandyn. Beautiful shot from Brandyn. Great work.